Hi, and welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carolyn. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button below and the bell next to it so that you'll get email notifications of new videos. And if you're returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. I so appreciate each and every one of you. Okay? Also, consider giving me a thumbs up and sharing this with someone who may need an uplifting and inspiring message for this week. All right? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into what is the weekly reading. Yes, it's coming out on Wednesday. I've had an eventful week so far. Starting with Apple. But I won't take up time in the session with that. Just to say, I will be continuing to do the high vibe readings and the weekly readings, and I'm expanding into some different readings, so I'm going to see how they play out, and you'll be notified of that. Now, over the next couple of weeks, I may be taking a little time off. I need to retreat and recharge and start really getting focused on 2022. I'm also going to be doing some workshops. So I will be announcing that on the channel next week, and I am going to do next week's reading of the High Vibe and the weekly, and I'll do it probably Sunday or Monday and post it so that you have guidance. And in the meantime, whenever I don't post anything, go back and look at some of the other videos. It's usually because there's either an internet issue, an Apple issue, or I just don't have the energy for that week. And yeah, so I appreciate each and every one of you. I am so grateful for all the support I've received. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you who send me comments. I don't always, as I say, get them because of YouTube and their algorithm. However, when I do see them, I do respond, and I do so appreciate each and every one of them. I honestly do. All right, so let's go ahead and our protocol, I guess. Also for you, as a reminder, down below in the description box is everything you need to know about me. And if there are any affirmations or anything that come up in the reading, I'll list them down there. Okay? That's someplace you can always go for that information. I'll say it in the reading, but in case you just want to take a moment and write it out and not have to keep pausing, I try to remember to write them out. Okay? Also, too, you can also feel free to send me an email at wisdomfromtheangels@gmail.com of any suggestions you have. I'm always open to suggestions. I don't know that I can always incorporate them because it is a team of one over here, and I'm technically good, but I'm not as savvy as some people, so we're getting there. We're getting there. I promise we're getting there. Okay? All right. So, yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and clear the air. All right. By ringing the bell 3 times to clear our mind, body, and spirit. And then we're going to do the invocation and call in our support teams. And then we're going to get right into the reading. Okay? All right. Okay. Oh, where is my crystal for the reading? Crystal! Oh, Crystal! Where did she go? She's hiding, huh? You know, I think I'm going to use Tiger's Eye. We are in Libra season, and Tiger's Eye is one of the crystals you can use. Wow. Okay. All right. So here we go with the crystal for the clearing the air. Okay. All right. So here we go. Breathe in love. Release fear. Breathe in joy. Release confusion. Bring in beauty. Thank you, angels. Thank you. I think I ring it one more time than I normally do, but I was directed by Spirit. Okay, so here we go. Holding this crystal tiger's eye in one hand and rose quartz, which is all about tiger's eye is about protection. Rose quartz is all about unconditional love. Okay, so if you have a piece, it doesn't matter if it's a small piece, and I have smaller pieces. Where's the one for my granddaughter? That's smaller. And I have them smaller than that too. I just don't have them here on the desk. And, it doesn't matter how big it is. It's the intention you place with it within yourself. And everyone has a different intention out there, okay? So on my left side, which is the female side, and the feminine side, I'm holding tiger's eye. And on my right side, I am holding a piece of rose quartz. Okay. Angels, come in, surround, guide, protect, and inspire us. Bring to us what is for our highest guidance, highest healing, and highest support of all. Bring in the teams of the archangels that are needed. Bring in the team of our own spiritual guides. Bring in our archangels. Bring in our ancestors. And bring in all beings from all planets, from all galaxies, and from all time. Bring in specifically the energy of Archangel Raphael to help us to heal. Bring in the energy of Archangel Michael to surround and protect us. Bring in the energy of Archangel Gabriel to help us with communication and trust. Bring in the energy of Archangel Uriel for wisdom. And as we go through our each and every day, may we remember that we are not alone, that we are loved, and we are more than enough. Angels, we are so grateful and thankful for all you do, all you bring to our lives, and all that you are. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth, for all the beauty you surround us with. Thank you, Father Sky. Thank you, 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 thank you. Angels, watch over us at this time. Much is going on. Our planet needs healing. The people on it need healing. And may we start to speak with our hearts, with authentic voices that are kind and loving and compassionate. And may you watch over all of our wise healers and surround each and every one of us with love, guidance, protection, and faith. Thank you, angels. Thank you so much. We are so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you and each and every one of our blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am heating up, which means, wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. All right, so we're going to get into a weekly reading. This is going to take you from the middle of the week, hump day, through the weekend. Give me just a moment. Something happened during that during the invocation. I had an aha moment. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the reading. The overall energy for this week is going to be from, let me first announce the decks. I'm going to be using the Gilded Tarot. I am also going to be using one of the decks that I have been searching for, and she showed up, and I was like, girl, where have you been? The Angel Oracle by Ambika Waters. Okay, story. I bought that deck in 2001. So she's been with me for 20 years. And the last 4 years she's been in storage. 3 years she's been in storage. And it was supposed to be a short period of time of a couple of months, and it ended up being a couple of years. However, she's back with me, and I'm just so enjoying her. I have lots of books, lots of decks, and I am just in love with each and every one of my decks. Each one has a different meaning. Now, some readers will only have a few decks because that's their choice. I choose to read from different decks because I'd like for you to see and feel the different energies that are out there that are moving for us and for our highest good. And so, today's decks are going to be the GILDED Tarot, the Angel Oracle, the Angel Wisdom Tarot, the Wisdom of the Oracle Tarot. Then we're going to do a Guardian Angel pull from the Guardian Angel deck. And we're going to do a Divine Abundance check. And then we're going to see if there's more that's needed, and then we'll be using Angel Answers. Okay? I'll list them down below. I promise I'll remember to do it because I think it's important for you to see which decks are there. Feel free to go buy any of them. Go buy all of them. Start doing your own daily messages if that's something you're called to do. Don't be afraid of it. Okay? When fear comes in, remember that's ego. That is nothing that is about the angels, the oracle, or the tarot. These are just simply tools for guidance. The difference between fear and love is how one is reacting and how one is responding. Remember, we talk about that of, are you responding or reacting? Responding is coming from a place of love, compassion, joy, harmony. Reacting is coming from a place of victim, bullying, shaming, blaming. Lower vibrational stuff is when we're reacting. Higher vibrational stuff is when we're responding. Okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to get started with the week's message. All right, and then perhaps I'll get a title as I'm reading. All right, first card out to guide this whole reading, because I have in front of me 16 cards. First card, the moon. In the tarot, the moon is the card. It's known as card number 18. Now, when we take that 18 in numerology and we add the 1 and the 8, we get a 9. What are 9s? Completion. It's all about going into the next step. It's also about being compassionate with yourself, showing yourself kindness and empathy. Oftentimes our inner critic, which is also part of our ego, is knocking on our brain going, you're not enough, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. And usually when it's the ego, it is not positive and it is reactive kind of messages. Fear-based. Why? The ego wants to keep us safe. And at one time, some of those messages served us to be on guard when we were in flight or fright mode back in the caveman days. Well, part of our brain hasn't released that yet. And that's part of what's going on in our society right now. Is for us to get to a place of harmony, of joy, of love, of laughter, of happiness. And we cannot get there as long as we stay in our head. We must get down to our heart. And a question when you're making a decision is this coming from my head, my thoughts, or is this coming from my heart, my true self? That's a question you can ask when you're making a decision, okay? Today's reading starts off with the energy of the moon. The moon is all about our intuition. The moon circles the earth, And it has, depending on the month, a different cycle in terms of whether it's a 30-day or 28-day cycle. Okay, why am I coughing? Because I started talking about speaking the truth. And that's what this reading, I guess, is going to be about. I need to write that down, okay? The moon is about our intuition. We just had a full moon. And that was a pretty powerful full moon in Pisces. It knocked people off of their seats. That was last week. And a lot of it is still going on, not as subtly or in full force as it was last week, but it is still around. And the one thing we can remember is that when we are in moon energy, we are also able to tap into our intuition. It is an important time for us to pay attention to our dreams. Now, next week on October the 6th, we have a new moon in Libra, okay? And we're going to talk about that new moon in Libra. So, the new moon in Libra coming up next week is also going to be the most powerful energy. We also have an underlying energy of still from the full moon in Pisces, which is about dreaming and coming into our own. The new moon in Libra is about what do we value? It's about relationships. And part of that the flip side of relationships is how do we not only value ourselves, but many of us see money as a way of how do we value ourselves. So if you're starting to have whispers this week, it's usually because you're sensitive, and a lot of people on this channel are very sensitive. So if you're starting to look at the value of money, where do you place your ideal goal of money? Where do you look at money as something important? Do you value money over happiness? Do you value money over joy? Do you value money as a way of manipulation? Or do you value money as a way of providing a comfortable life for you and your family, as well as supporting your community? How do you value money? How do you value your relationships? Which relationships are important to you? Which relationships do you see shifting? Which relationships do you see having a different energy to them than you've had before? Which relationships do you find they've outlived their time? Which relationships do you see moving from friend into acquaintance, or acquaintance into closer friend? Start to evaluate that. And it doesn't mean you have to go around cutting people off or, just not answering their phone calls or texts unless that's where you're led to do. But sometimes as we evolve, look and see, are our relationships evolving with us? Are they growing with us? Or is there a different energy than we have felt before? And start to look at how you truly feel about that. And do you feel like you're in a place of love, a place of acceptance, a place of feeling enough? Do the relationships that you have that you find that are really, really wonderful, are they relationships that build you up, support you, and guide you? Or are they people telling you you can't do this, you can't do that, what were you thinking? Or their suggestions are, well, do this. And it's usually something that you're like, what? I would never do that in 1,000 years. So start to look at that. Also, because this is the moon, start to look at your dreams. If you don't already, keep a little piece of paper or a card next to your desk and just write down, what do you dream? Go back later on and look at it. You can just write one word when you first wake up, just to kind of keep a theme in your head of what happened. Because many times we wake up, we start to write out a story, and we forget some of the parts. So write out the most important things to remember. You can always come back in later and fill in the gaps. All right? So we're going to start paying attention to what? Our intuition and our dreams. Okay? All right. So the first card out is the glasses. It's glasses time, Carolyn. Oh, the angel of trust. Oh, beautiful. The message is, I trust in the divine power of goodness and love to protect and guide me. Okay? This is from the Angel of the Oracles deck. So, how do you view trust? Okay, when we open our hearts and we're responding from our hearts, not our head, trust that what's coming through is important. Do you trust intuitive hits you get? Do you trust what the universe tries to tell you? Do you trust that there is a goodness to life? Life is not meant to be a struggle. Life is not meant to be full of drama. What life is meant to be is one of peace and joy and harmony. The next is the Archangel Gabriel. Now, when Gabriel shows up in a meeting, it's all about open and honest communication. It's about paying attention, yet again, to our intuition and our inner heart. And also thanking the universe for our gifts. Thanking the divine. Thanking the messenger that comes through. Thanking Michael. Remember, thanking Michael for protecting us. But thanking Gabriel for giving us the guidance that we so need by the way we communicate. Gabriel also is the angel that oversees small children. So the message on the card, I don't think I read it, was I am made whole by the message of love, brotherhood, and freedom. And this is a beautiful depiction of Great Gabriel. The next card that's coming out is the Angel of Reconciliation. The message is, let me be fully reconciled with what I have left behind. So are there things that are falling away, like relationships? Are you happy? Are you feeling good about it? You don't have to have a conversation with anyone, nor do you have to explain yourself to anyone. Everyone on this channel is over 18, and therefore you are an adult and you don't have to explain to anyone anything. Now, people may say, well, what happened? If you feel like having that conversation, that's your choice. But if you feel like just turning your back and walking away, that's very different. If you feel that's what you need to do for you, do it. If you feel that right now you're not ready to have a conversation, that's important too. Okay? And you can always say, hey, I'm not quite ready just yet to have that conversation. When this angel shows up of reconciliation, it's showing up to tell us that we can find a way to integrate what happened in the past with the present. We may begin to look at something that fell away, say a relationship, with new eyes, from a new perspective. And we can release what is no longer serving us. And we may release what is no longer serving us very clearly. How do we do that? What is no longer serving you? Write it down on a piece of paper. Take that piece of paper and say thank you when you finish writing. And it doesn't have to be long sentences. It could just be one word. It could be a name. And take that piece of paper and burn it safely, or rip it up and flush it down the toilet and say thank you and be done with it. Because life's too short for us to stay stuck in the past or stay stuck on someone's conversation. You know, if they've already hurt you with their words once, don't give them another chance. Say thank you for the message. Thank you for showing me who you are. So grateful and thankful. And move the hell on if they have hurt you and you do not feel that it is worth sticking around. Okay? Life's too short, and we are at a time where things are happening rapidly. What I would like for you to do is to be able to remove the things that no longer work in your life so that the door is open for new and more wonderful things to come through. Okay? Because when we keep trying to work out old relationships and we keep going through the past and the same stuff keeps showing up, it's important for us to say, you know what? I really, truly love them. I really, truly wish them the best. Right now, I'm choosing my well-being, my peace of mind. Okay? And this card that's coming out is the Angel of Glory. The message is, I sing praise and glory to the source of all life. All right? Beautiful card, and it shows the third eye, our intuition. It shows the sun coming up over the horizon. It shows a rainbow, and it shows people acting together in unity. And that's where we're moving to. The universe is saying, come on, we got to get unified. Now, things that are happening in the real world in real time don't look like we're moving in that direction, but maybe look at it from this point of view. Perhaps chaos needed to happen so that everything could be opened up, the truth, so that it could be exposed, so we could figure out, what do I like about this? What do I need to let go of here? And how do I get to a place of peace? And that's what's going on right now, is how are we going to get to a place of peace on this planet? It's a question. It may have an individual answer for everyone. The next card that comes out is the One of Earth. And it is a windfall of abundance is coming, wise counsel or good fortune, an exciting career opportunity, a lucrative contract, significant purchases like a home or vehicle. Now, someone may be purchasing a home right now. I'd wait until Mercury goes direct to sign the final contract. That's October 18th. So wait until like the 25th if you can. If you can't, wait till at least October 18th and sign it sign it then. If you sign anything now, just understand, go ahead and sign it. Put the offer in on a house. Just understand you may have to negotiate. But here's the thing. Negotiate for what you truly, truly desire. Okay? All right. Now we come up with the 3 of Earth. That's the next number. Now remember, let me go back. 1 is also what? New beginnings. So we keep hearing about these new beginnings, and for many of us, we are experiencing new beginnings. New beginnings can happen anytime, but remember, the best time that they're going to happen in a way that is meant for you to truly do well is when it happens in divine timing. Not our time. We can push an agenda, but we can only push it so far. So now we have the 3 of Earth, and it says, do what you love. There's a saying that if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And that is so true. Recognize what is your higher level of work. What is it you truly desire to do? Do it. Okay? You will succeed. I promise you will. Now, you may not be balling with, people who are running around on private jets, or you may be. But here's the deal. Do what you love. It will not feel like work ever, because you'll get so much joy as you're doing it and you see the results and the benefits. And you never know what else is going to come from that. Okay? The next card out is the 2 of Water. The 2 of Water is all about emotions. The number 2 is about balance. It's about our intuition also. It's about what is it that you truly, truly, truly desire. And maybe it's a time as we are reconciling to forgive ourselves for how we may have acted, words we may have said, behaviors we may have used. Forgive ourselves because maybe at that time we didn't have the ability to respond with a compassionate heart. Forgive it. Let it go. Don't let it fester. Okay? And don't give up on the people you love. Now, you may love someone, your relationship may be in an awful place. And what we're being told is, give it time. Sometimes things have to be worked out from behind the scenes before they can be worked out in real time. And you may say, how long? Divine timing. And it's the right time. Here is the Knight of Fire. And as we know, knights are fast acting. This is the knight that says take action. It's time to take action. Be realistic. Start to really look at our own instincts. Do we want to have positive, compassionate, and passionate relationships that are healthy? Or do we wish to continue to hang on to these relationships that deplete our energy? Do you want to keep having drama, or do you want to have joy? It's coming down to that, to really look at what brings you more joy, what brings you more harmony, and what brings you to a place of feeling joy. Our next card is number 6. In numerology, the number 6 is all about harmony in our relationships. Here again, another card about relationships. And for some of us, whatever we have been contemplating on and looking at and wondering, is this okay? Should I stay in this relationship? If you're questioning it, the answer it's saying is no, it's not for you. Not for you, not right now. Now that doesn't mean in 5 years, 10 years, or whatever, that it won't be, but it could also mean that it is just time to let it go. If you're having more drama than you're having laughter, let it go. If you're crying more than you're smiling and laughing, let it go. If you're in pain more than you just feel safe, let it go. It's time to really stand up for yourself and say, I want to live a life of joy and happiness and peace, and nothing else matters to me. Here again, we're on the page of regeneration, card number 46. In numerology, when we take the 4 and the 6 and we add them together, we come up with a 1. Again, the message, the number 1 that we had previously is, it is a new beginning, and it is time for us to allow ourselves to accept the regeneration that the universe is trying to give us. Accept that gift. Now, that doesn't mean that if you decide, I'm going to keep this relationship, I don't care what y'all say, this is the best thing for me, I ain't never had a relationship like this before. Now when I say relationship, that could be romantic, it could be friendship, it could be whatever, it could be an acquaintance. Understand this, that if you're keeping a relationship that has outlived, listen to me, if you're keeping a relationship that has outlived its purpose, you cannot move to the next level. You cannot. It's impossible. Okay? Understand that. Okay? Because the next card that's coming out is really interesting. It's the number 48, and the message on it is poise. In numerology, when we take the numbers 4 and 8 and add them together, we get the number 12. Now, when we add 1 and 2 together, we get the number 3. The number 3 is all about outcomes. What kind of outcome do you wish to have? It's very, here's what's not going to work. You're not going to be able to say, I'm working hard on my business and everything is going well, and then you're going, I was so stupid. What was I thinking? I knew this wouldn't work. 2 different conversations. Get clear on your conversations. If you're in a relationship, it could be a business partner, and you feel like this isn't working, it's time to end it. It's just time to end it. And if you're not sure if it's something that is for your highest good, ask the angels. Say to the angels, show me with clarity what this relationship is about. Now step back. Don't have any expectations. Let it go. I did that earlier this year. I hired someone with the understanding we'd have a 90-day trial. And after that 90 days, our workload, then we would pick up more work. And I didn't put it on the calendar. But I remember sending them an email and saying, okay, let's set up a time where we can talk on Zoom. I've got some extra work I want us to get into. And of course, with more work came more money. And they came back and said, oh, cool, you tell me when to meet. And I said, well, you have a new job. I don't know your schedule. We're on different time zones. You tell me. I'm free. I'll free up the time to speak with you. Within less than 30 minutes, I got an email back saying, you know what? I do have a new job and I have new responsibilities, and I'm letting go of all my small businesses. And do you want me to finish what I promised I'd do for this month? That's how quick, when things are not in alignment, when it is not for your divine good, that's how quick it can change and shift. And it's almost scary. Like, was somebody watching us? No. Yes, the universe, the angels, they want the best for you. And while things went well during our 90 days, I thought, Maybe she had a different thought. I did ask, did something happen? Is there something I could bring to my next, person that would be a better fit? And they were like, no, nothing happened. I just got a job and I need some me time and I'm dropping all my small clients. Well, I knew of 3 clients she had and she's still working for them, but I got dropped. I don't know how many other people got dropped, in all fairness. But I thought, you know what? If we're not in alignment, thank you, universe. Thank you, angels. And best wishes to you. And yeah, it threw me for a loop there for a couple of days because I kept thinking, what the heck happened? And then I heard laughter and I was like, all right, so divine timing. All right, angels, you're up to you're doing your job. Thank you very much. And I did ask for clarity. Here's the next card that's coming up to remind us. It's card number 35, and it is Loyal Hearts. 2 beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls here. They're owls. They have crowns on. They're looking at each other. And it is card number 35. In numerology, when we take the card number and add it together, 3 plus 5, we get an 8. And 8 is all about manifesting. What are you manifesting? When you don't let go of those relationships that have outlived their deadline, what are you manifesting? Because, we look at manifesting as the big thing, the big joy, the big money, the big house, the brand new big car. But manifesting can also go the other way. When you're not willing to let go of what no longer works for you and you keep on trying to make it work, you're one, blocking your blessings. You're one, saying to the universe, I know better than you. You're also saying to the angels, I don't need your help right now. And the angels will sit back and say, okay, we've given you our answer. And the next card is, can't make this stuff up. What came out the first card was the moon. What were we going to pay attention to? Our intuition. Our guardian angels are saying, pay attention to your intuition this week. Trust your intuition and know that what seems logical may not necessarily be right. The answer to your question lies where? In your heart. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feeling. What feels right is right. Okay? And again, we're being told from divine abundance, intuition. Trust your intuition. Each person's round to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating it is to look inside and listen and sense moment to moment what's needed. So start out your day by asking the angels to guide you. Start out the day by asking the angels to give you some clear guidance around a situation, a person, and then just say thank you and take time and really work on what it is for you. And when you're not sure, bring your hands to your heart like this. You can pray in prayer pose or however it works for you. And just ask, am I responding from my heart? I truly thought this was what I wanted, but am I responding from my heart? Maybe this isn't what I wanted. Maybe there's something even better. Something for my highest good and highest healing, and the highest good and highest healing of all. What is for my highest guidance? There's another question to ask. Okay? All right, so let's see what it is. I'm told to pull the top card and the next card, as well as the bottom. Okay. So the card that I'm getting for those who are not in sync with all that's going on and that are going for, I'm keeping it, I'm holding on to it, I don't care what the universe says, it's saying not the right time. It's saying not the right time to hold on to something that isn't working. It's saying because you're going to see in the near future exactly what is going to be unveiled, is going to come out. It really is. You may be shocked, you may wonder, but it's going to come out. And what you do at that time is say thank you. Now, I'm not going to say it's not going to be a shift or painful. What I am going to say is pay attention. Pay attention to your intuition. Because the other thing that's happening, and we're being reminded, is this is all happening in perfect timing. So what are we going to do for this week? We're going to pay attention to our intuition. We're going to use the information we're given. We're going to trust that everything that we're being led to is happening for our own personal growth and highest good. Okay? I'm going to leave you with that message. I hope that it resonates for some of you. Feel free to reach out and let me know. You can leave it in the comment box below. If you don't hear back from me, send me an email. I keep it real simple. Email wisdomfromtheangels@gmail.com. You can put on the subject line, comment, or session, or question, whatever floats your boat. Let me know how you're doing out there, okay? I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I am so grateful and thankful for your support. And may you have more joy, peace, love, and understanding. May it flow, and may your life flow with ease. Peace.